following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Struggle Bus. It's almost Wednesday on the East Coast. For the guy who's streaming this, it's still an hour away, but that's besides the point. We speak Eastern here at MRE Uno, and we are here for one final game of the day. Just about an hour late, but we're still here. We got Brad coming out, top four finish in Super League, top four players coming in to the new season, and he takes on Zach, who escaped relegation and now enters as the 16th seed in March Madness. RavenClaw region coming right up for you. And here's what we've all seen today. Well, we just saw it finish up. Leah, Zach, maybe looking to do what Leah just did against Jesse Turner. May not have been in the best circumstances. We had a API issue earlier this afternoon. Caused a knock-on delay, starting with a Tapir Ellison match. That pushed everything a little later. But we started the day with Aria coming back to the league, getting a win under her belt over Gangsta Peter Onjak in a classic matchup. And classic for a non-stream as well. Unfortunate that it had to be non-streamed. What a great series that was to start the day. And then Toaster Guy over Nightwalker. Nightwalker had the 3-2. And it's tough to see him go out that way, but definitely showed that the promotion rookie class definitely is showing up to play. And so Knight just falling short. We'll see him in T2 for sure. Definitely a lot to look forward to. And then Tapir was taking care of business easy against James Ellison. And then, like I said, the promoting class very strong. Jenna pulls the upset over William Brock in 6 in RavenClaw and will advance to round 2. And then we just saw it. Leah took down JT in 7 in Hufflepuff. And now here we are back in RavenClaw for one more tonight. And, well, now this morning if you're in Eastern Time. Well, let's head over to the preview here. Obviously, Brad from another one of those classic cases of rookies to legends like the likes of Ashley and Pierre and others. 11 wins on the year. 1 Masquerade May and also got the bronze in T5, I believe. And then, of course, Zach only had the 1 win, had to go into relegation tournament, escaped that, and he is ready to try and run it back as a 16, trying to turn things around for himself. Of course, the legend with the logos, always hooking us up with that. Zach 103, always a legend. And then we go over to the bracket. And like I said, Jenna pulling that upset earlier today, though, she will get either Seth or Nick. They're playing high noon on Saturday. And then Brad and Zach are coming up here. And the winner gets either Ed, Ziemba, or Andy. They're playing tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, non-stream. Playing it simple and quick. Here we are again. Me and G here for you for this final game of the day. Brad and Zach here with us. G, one more time tonight. We're all on the struggle bus here. It's just the crew. And, Brad had a pretty great season, 11 wins, made Super League, made it almost to the end there. And now he comes in as one of the top players from rookies to legends, like many out of that rookie class. Talk to me a little about Brad and the season starting for him, and of course, how you just saw Leah do it. How does Zach get the job done against Brad? How can he pull the shocker?
Well, I mean, first, you say the struggle bus, but honestly, for me, I'm ready. I'm just ready to get started here. So, besides the point, first off, big shout outs to the players for sticking it out. I know this was definitely not the planned schedule, but we are still going to be able to get this done here. A little later than we were hoping for, but hopefully we get this game in quick. For Brad, I mean, he had a good year last year. Came in as, really, just to be honest, came in as a nobody, then came out as someone helping with the league and had a really good run in Super League. However, he didn't quite get the result he was hoping for in the postseason, so he's coming back and looking to have a better run this year, and it all starts with a good run in March Madness. So he has the 1 seed. He's looking to start things off strong here against a player who was able to survive the relegation tournament, although there was a weird circumstance with this one where Zach kind of just survived anyways. But this is a battle between two players who do help the league a lot, so I'm excited to see how this goes, and very much looking forward to this match. But on Zach's end, he's looking to kind of turn his fortunes here and get a big upset here to start off his season.
Alrighty. Keep it brief here. Brad, obviously coming off the great season you had, coming out of nowhere there like that. Now you got expectations attached to you. So talk to me a little bit about your mindset coming into a brand new season and being one of the top players in this tournament, one of the 1 seeds. Let me know in the game chat. And Zach, for you as well. Obviously, we just saw Leah do it, prolonging your match as well, going 7 with JT. And talk to me about how you're gonna get this, how you're gonna try and pull the upset over Brad tonight. Yeah, Brad hasn't won anything in this season. It's got to be hungry, absolutely. Seeing Zach type unless I'm blind.
Yeah, I don't see it either. But...
Yo, Zach, you there? Oh, do my best. See where it goes. There you are. I didn't see you type it. Discord didn't register that. All right, we're gonna see where it goes. Absolutely. All right. Nick is our ref tonight. He will start her up. We're gonna keep it simple here. We'll talk about what we can talk about, but we're gonna make it simple. Try and get through this one. Still should be a good game. Hopefully, we'll see what Zach can do. Definitely trying to break some glass here. Had a tough one, tough go at it. Got the 1 win. I don't recall who it was over, but he definitely.
I could double check that.
Yeah, I definitely had quite a few tough ones over the season. Let me see. It was T2 and it was in 7, whoever it was. And then I think then he got swept by KT. All right, the game is set up. Bad Brad, here we go. It's early on the West Coast. We're going to start with the OG Sen, putting me in the unemployment line. Fair enough. I would too. There you go.
He beat Bo, so
beat Bo. Okay, yeah, and Bo, and then
4-3. Beat Bo 4-3.
And then that was when he got swept by KT the next round, I believe. Or was that T1 where he got swept? I can't remember.
No, it was T2. He got swept by KT in the following round.
Swept by KT next round. So here we go. Brad going with the quick switch early. Talked about he's got to be hungry. He hasn't won anything this season. The season starts today. So he's not gonna hold back. So
yeah, this is gonna be a great start of the day 2 here for March Madness. March Madness.
Yeah, start of the day. It's 12:06 Eastern. Yeah, it's after dark. It's before light now, I guess. Zero sugar there from Zach. Just playing it clean back and forth on the yellow. See who takes the first shot. And starting on the 13G, you're not going to really see too much from these guys early on. Gonna take a little bit before you start to see them start to fire.
And Brad's a little bit more patient usually with these games. I know early last season he got the name Plague Doctor, which he kind of quickly wore off. But I think with Brad, he's kind of just gets into these games a little slowly, then gets into it to get the game wins he needs to pull off the match. But don't expect this to be a quick one to start things out.
Shout out to a couple of you on YouTube. Here comes Zach with the first fire across the field. Going the +4, sending Brad back to the starting cards. See what he does more off of that. He's just going to make it a double. Just a clean switch over with the +4 boot. playing clean still on the green after the switch there. And now Zach runs out.
Yeah, Brad runs out as well.
Brad runs out. There's a top deck wink from Zach on the top floor, dittoing it actually. And Brad
I was about
also
to
with
say,
a wink.
I was about to say that wasn't really going to do anything, but Brad with the top deck 3 might help things a little bit.
Does that find a switch for Zach or for Brad? Oh, it does make it for Zach. He's gonna go to blue. Oh my god. Headphones keep telling me to charge. Shut up. Got them plugged in. Can't do much more than that. Double it up, Brad. Just playing back and forth. Nothing too crazy to speak of since that +4 play from Zach that quickly got switched over, and just about 4.5 minutes in on this one. Here comes Zach with a run. Reverse, +2. Taking it easy. Sends Brad back to 10. Zach looking for a game 1 win, 2 cards away. Oh, +2.
Oh wow, that
red,
might be
and
it.
I think that's going to do it, Zach. Looking to take the 1-0 lead.
This will be a big start for Zach here.
Major start there for Zach. 1-0, 5-16. And that was an interesting one. It seemed like a very calm finish. I feel like that was just a basic case for Zach of ammo control, really. Nothing much more to say. It seemed like Brad switching to green there, was kind of dousing the fire, but it looked like that +4 ended up being a little bit of a fade in the end, since all he had was the +2/6 finish. Interesting here. But I guess you could say props to Brad, I think. No, yeah, I think Brad just kind of played into his hands there a little bit. Yeah, Brad, do you think that was just a case of a bad switch there with the green? I mean, it seemed right at the time, but it turns out to be not the way you want to go with it. Ended up having him offload the rest of his cards, and then he makes the blue switch, and it's basically game over from there. Anything you see you could have done differently, other than, I guess, hindsight making a different switch? And Zach, I mean, getting game 1's definitely a good achievement. Talk to me about how that can help you keep that momentum, keep those gears turning throughout the rest of the series, especially getting to game 1. Could have been a little more aggressive start with literally nothing. Beautiful. Zach, it seemed like you didn't have much either. Apart from that +4, it seemed to be a very sleepy kind of game. It was kind of lulling me to sleep, even though I wasn't not technically asleep, but. Yeah. I think Zach's typing, it's just not showing. It's weird. Brad seemed to maybe hold on to the ammo for too long. Never played any power cards the whole game. Yeah. Did you have any ammo that you could have used, Brad? Were you trying to be more conservative on it, or yeah, you could have been a little more aggressive. Had a little bit of it. Keep
I'm
Brad
wondering
approaching
if
a clean stance.
Zach's messages are not showing like Zach is typing because he's invisible.
Oh,
That could
yeah.
be it.
Well, no. I've shown. No, you can show typing if you're invisible. KT has some DMs. All right. Well,
Actually,
we'll
that's true.
see.
KT's always invisible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, Brad's still open board for you. Game number 2. How many? Gonna go 1 down to 12. 12 pack. Yeah, so see if Brad tries to play a little more aggressive. Start again on the red as we finished on it. Start with 5. No firepower this time. No quick switches. Just gonna keep it red.
Five, 7, 4.
Just playing it clean so far. Like we said, these guys aren't one to go crazy about it. And switching over to yellow. Switch over to yellow now. So with bow tie 2. And Brad but still with the home field. But here comes Zach with another run here. Still playing aggressively. And just to double play it, I'll give him the PA here on the road. And Brad just continues to play. And now Zach out of cards here after that double. How much further can Brad take it? He'll pull back ahead now with that. 0 sugar on the drip. Yellow 0. And 0 sugar switch on the blue. And Brad can continue playing. That'll free up Zach at the very least for him. Still needs to find something to overtake him if it's going to be a sprint to the finish here. Just back and forth they go. Which way is the pendulum going to swing now? One up for Brad.
We're still sticking with the blue here. Brad holding a lead. We'll see what Zach responds with. Well, the reverse here, that's looking to at least tie or maybe even win, or not win, maybe tie or take the lead. This will give him the lead.
Given the lead, double play, looking for a triple. Pulling ahead to that PA lead again, and he will. The Aria 1. How does Brad respond? Does he have a way to steal that PA back? Oh, he'll steal it back and then some. +4, finally finds something to fire at Zach here. Goes into yellow. And Zach's got some more to boot here. Probably came off that +4. Is this... Oh, crap. Losing my sound here. Crap. Here comes Zach, regardless. Triple looking for a quad. +2 over to Brad. He's going to pull ahead again and then some. Down to 4. Why is this doing this to me? Currently can't hear Discord, but I'm talking anyway. Closes it out on the Jenna's Green Zero. Now my sound's back. Damn headphones breaking on me at the worst time. Zero sugar switch again, and that's all the zeros gone. So if they don't have red, we might be sitting here a minute, but I'm sure Brad's got something here. And yep, so now Brad's got the control, unless he doesn't have anything either. It'd be very hard to switch off of it without a wild or a power card chain. Yeah, Brad's gonna go for it. Gonna make the break. All Zach can hope for is a way back to where he had it at green. Still a lot of cards out there, so definitely a lot of options for him. He top decks a red 3. Check again and just closing in on 6 minutes. A little bit longer than game 1. And there's
all right, Brad looking to go on a
throwing
run
it
here.
back.
Triple
Back
play
in
here.
his
That
face,
plus
takes the PA as well.
that +2 will give him the lead also. So now up by 1. But Zach looking to respond quickly.
Home field advantage, taking it back there for Brad. Oh, interesting.
Wild.
I gotta guess you got that off +2. Didn't see much of yellow, so feels like it could be a sprint here. Yeah, Brad even wanted yellow, so very interesting move from Zach to go there. But especially when it's either guy's game, he's got to have something in the back. Oh, Brad's out of it though. Can Zach make the break for the win? He got the number switch. Oh, that is great setup for Zach. Brad ran out at the right time, and he set himself up for success back into the green where he likes it. But Brad's got the double play to put himself back ahead, or at a tie, I should say. But does Zach have a finish up his pocket? Maybe check.
Could be one of the two, but could this green actually lead to Brad getting something going? Well, that's actually going to be it. So
that's going to do it. Zach is up 2-0, and another 1 seed in trouble here. Way after dark, and Zach found a way, and I think that was really a case of just he had the momentum. It's just that. It's just the right number at the right time for Zach. That's really all it was. It was the right place, right time to make the break there. Otherwise, we'd be in Draw City right now.
yeah, I mean, Zach was able to kind of find that real quick, especially with that wild yellow. That came at a really good time, and I think that draw from Brad was huge. Because that was really where he needed it to get the green switch there, and by that point he was able to run the game to the end. So this is good from Zach here. We didn't really see a lot of this last season. He's really coming off to a good start here, and Brad's already in early trouble to start this game out, going down 2-0, and Zach getting the home field now.
Yeah, Brad, do you think are there any adjustments you believe you could make to other than, I mean, like you said, maybe be a little more aggressive? Was there any adjustments you can make there to try and turn things around as the arrow shifts the other way? Yeah. Gee, is there anything you talk about Zach not showing much of it last year? Is there anything in particular you could point out that really sticks out to you? Are things that he improved on?
To me, I think it's really just the ammo usage. I think Zach's ammo usage wasn't really great last season. There was a lot of times where it just felt like he was throwing ammo for the sake of throwing ammo, but I think with some of these. There's more logic following behind what he's trying to do here. And I think, well, sometimes it may not work out. I think other times you're really giving yourself a lot of opportunities for success. So I'm liking what I've seen out of Zach so far. And if he can keep this up, he's in a good spot to possibly win this series.
All right. Well. All right. Well, Zach, it's going to go over to you. Can't pick 12 or 13, and you got the 2-0 lead, and we're going to keep going down 1, down to 11. Game number 3 is starting up right now. And Zach in a very interesting spot. We'll see how Brad can do, and he did say he tried being more aggressive. It's just Zach was always in the right spot, so a little plan A there. We'll see if that trend continues for him, but obviously the ammo control looking much better, as we mentioned. And we're going to go 4-3-2, a 1, we have a small straight, or a 5. I'll allow that too. Brad playing his own card there, and breaks up that entire dream of mine. Thanks, guys. Going for the 7, and here comes Brad with the yellow switch.
Yeah, I mean, Brad's going to have to look for something quick here to get back into this because he doesn't really want to go down 3-0 because then he's going to have to reverse sweep, which is going to be a tough spot to be in.
Can be done. He's done it before. He did it against JT last year. So it's not uncharted waters for Brad, but regardless, it's never a situation you want to be in. That was crack show, that reverse sweep in Aquatic April. And can't imagine seeing, and that was a 7/2 upset at the time. You can never expect to see them both in top four seeds in the tournament overall. Here comes Zach with the top deck, Red Wild, going from reverse sweep and JT, and they're both top 4. Very, very tumultuous season. And Brad, nothing on the red. My goodness, with 10 cards, nothing. And Zach trying to make the break. How far can he get before Brad catches him? And he caught him quick. Green switch.
I mean, Zach could have a response here, but this is not looking good for Brad here because he's really just not being able to get the cards he needs to run this well because he's stuck down to 2 color right now, and with the way Zach's going at the moment, this isn't great for him, and that's not what he needs.
Not at all. Gets the double play though to try and keep it in pace. But is that usually? It seems like the double play's been a sign lately that he's out. So we'll see. Does he have more in the tank? He does. So forget my reads. I don't have them this time. One up this time from Brad.
No, I think this is part of Zach just going in with a different mentality here because you saw him do that a lot last season, but he's definitely had he's changed mentality with how he plays this. So doing really well here. And my chair creaks a million times. Apologies.
It's fine. Happens. I got a nice creaky chair at home. This one's just a cheap one from Walmart.
Alright, and Brad's had enough of it.
Brad is going to put him back 4. Scoreboard flipper right there. 7-3. What does Zach do in response? What were those 4 freshies? What did they give him here?
It's ironic because like you kind of look at it, and he plays the 0 at the end, and I know in that the Uno Steam game, I think if you play a 0, the rule can be swap cards. So
yeah,
in a way,
swap
multiple.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then a 7, you get to.
7, you choose.
You choose, yeah. Oh, those rules. Those are in the No Mercy deck. We went against those rules. Said no, screw you. +2 going back the other way cuts that in half. And he's going to do it and then some. Takes the lead, major lead, and flips the scoreboard again. And looking to make it a 5-card lead. Oh, my goodness. That +4, man.
I don't love this, but...
That +4 really gave him a lot. He's giving it back, but still a lot of cards out there. This could... We'll see if it's detrimental or not for Zach.
I mean, Brad just went up to 15 here. Just a quick switch to the blue.
See that? I think that's a good move there. Yep.
Good move, yeah.
Great move from Brad. Get plenty of options back there, and that is why you don't typically chain it 3 together unless you're finishing. But sometimes it can work. Plus 12s have worked. I mean, we just saw it kind of prolong the inevitable for JT against Leah earlier, but didn't quite pull the win because Leah had the answer a lot of times, like Zach has in the first 2 games. Here's Zach finding the way over. Switches on the 3 to green. Still has an 8-card advantage. This could be the break he needs to go up 3-0. See what Brad does. I feel like there might be something coming in the wings here. Not quite yet, but it seems like it's coming. Can really sense it. Oh, another 0 sugar switch. They like those 0 sugar switches here. Green to the yellow. What does that do? Zach, nothing. 6-card advantage. Brad making the break now. Brad gonna draw 2, make it a little closer, close to a tie. Couple cards now. He's slowly inching back, and that plus 12 evaporating. And it's definitely figured out that that's not the kind of move to go for against Brad. But here comes Zach, found a yellow reverse off that plus 2. Let's see what he makes of it. Goes into red. Looking for triple. And closes it out. Down to 3 now. He's back in the driver's seat with that one. What does Brad have in his pocket here? Back to yellow. Major stonewall there. And yep. Did not expect Zach to do a fade there. And it's a classic! And that's the first classic of the year.
At least on the D1 side of things. I think there was one in D2, but
yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, that's
know if there was
Brad's pulling out.
there.
Brad's pulling out all the stops here. I don't think he's liking what he's getting, so needs to try to find some sort of resetter here.
They both top deck off the first draw off the wild, and Zach can't make anything of it. Can Brad make something of the 4? He's content to draw. I wouldn't be surprised.
I would assume Brad's looking for a draw here.
Yeah, I think he's trying to set it back. He's more comfortable back there, you know it.
Yeah, I think the main thing for Brad is I don't know if he's really in a position right now to be able to switch the colors, so I would expect him to keep drawing, or at least just top decking the yellows if he keeps getting them.
Yeah, he's going to continue to draw back, and a little bit of a scary moment there for Brad. Definitely hate going down 3-0, not the place you want to be. I should have popped some popcorn for this one. This might be good. Uh, 8.5 minutes on this one. Approaching 9, actually, at this point. But top deck's the yellow 8. Brad must have had the other +2 in his pocket. Didn't want to leave it open. Fair enough. Zach would have pounced on it. Still, though, Zach with a slight advantage. And, oh, he finds the red! Switch over to that to Pier 4. supposed to have to appear tonight, but he definitely probably fell asleep. We're gonna have him tomorrow night. He will make his D1 commentary debut tomorrow night, 10:30 now. 10:30. Togo versus H, 2 versus 15. Should be an exciting one. That'll wrap up the day, hopefully earlier than tonight. And here is Brad going one down. Pierre made his D2 debut the other night, last night. And in commentary, that was the first one ever. And I mean, he had a good time boxing Bob Ross. Let's go gambling. Doubles it up and cuts it in half again. Half off specials. We love the half off specials. And Zach runs out on the red.
Yeah, and this is where we're starting to see. This is where we're starting to see some of the product of that draw city here, because Brad's now in a position to be able to push this forward, and now Zach's the one struggling on the red here and not being able to do much.
Yeah, so Zach still not able to do much. Brad back in front. How far can he run it with the red? Not far. He's gonna go back to the deck.
No clear connectors, it seems, right now.
Back of the log, they're just drawing back and forth. Here comes Zach now with the skip and a little spacing issue there. Just a double play, and that will put him back in front by the PA.
Just how long can this go though? Because both are drawing on this red a lot. It's really just gonna have to come down to a switch at some point or some sort of bail.
Fish somewhere. Brad taking a pause here. Interesting. Might be seeing something come here.
Ooh.
And yep, there it is. Triple play on the skips. He's going to close it out in yellow, I believe. No, he's going to go to blue.
Six bagger. Good
shot.
lord.
That's a classic ammo control moment there.
Zach doesn't have anything on the switch here. Can Brad get the Uno or even the game on the blue? He's gonna get a check here on green. I mean, if we don't get a switch or a +2 here, this will be game, and Brad will get one back.
See here. What does Zach do? He's got a +2. Clutch in his jeans. Oh. Great play from Zach. Still some ammo control in there. Geez, he had that waiting and double plays. It prolongs it a little bit. Let's see what Brad found off the deck, and that may have been the final card there that Aria won. We'll see what else, what the +2 ended up with, putting him back. How much? From the ground to the top floor now for Zach. That double play crucial. And Brad still got it. Did it give him 2 greens? We're gonna find out.
This is gonna be a tough call here for Zach, because you don't really know what this last card could be.
He may not have much. He's only got 2 cards now that he played that 5. And right. Brad, no. Can Zach continue to break? I have a feeling he may not.
Really down to the wire here.
Absolutely.
Oh, the
Oh,
switch
the
to blue.
switch! Oh. And
Nothing
Brad's
from
still
Brad.
nothing. He's two color, or maybe even one color at that point.
And wow.
And Zach's got it. My goodness.
I don't think this is a result many people were expecting going into this.
Oh my god. Yeah, Brad, I mean, did what you could. That +2 was clutch from him. I mean, I really don't know what you could have done. It's just, he's had an answer for you all night. He's had your number. Like, I really don't know what to ask on this one.
Yeah, I mean, most of the stuff Brad tries to do gets blocked in some sort of way, and then Zach's able to find some way to reverse the situation.
Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, you did what you could. I gotta give you props. You did what you could.
I mean, the only moves you could have made there were ones that, like, you'd have to have an insane read to
Yeah,
do
you have
that,
to
so it's not
really-
even...
Yeah, like, dude, I got no idea. That is insane. I can't wait to see how KT interprets this one. My God.
Still not over, though, but it's going to be a long road for Brad if he wants to get this one done.
And he's done it before, so. Man. Well.
We'll see what Zach has to say here,
Yeah.
going
All
up
right.
3-0.
All right, Zach. One win
We're looking
away. I never could have expected this. Game number 4. Are we going down one more? What are we doing? No, 11, 12, 13. Kind of seeing what just works and what doesn't. All right. Yep. One down, one more. 10. And started with the Retro 8. I really have no idea, man. This is crazy. Just when I thought Brad had it so many times, and then there's Zach right in front of you. Jump scare. Switch over to red. Early on for Brad. Got to pull out all the stops here, G. Can't. If he's at his number all night, I mean, you could consider taking the power play just to try and get a win at this point. But Zach's got it too.
I mean, we had a quick switch here early on to the red, and that's where we're going to continue the run. But Brad looking for a quick answer here to be able to get back one and start this comeback. But we're in a situation here where we might see 2 1 seeds go down in back-to-back games.
I did not expect this from Zach, man. I gotta give props to him. Even if he somehow blows the lead, I still can't. I couldn't even like bash him even if he got reverse swept, because man, that is something else.
Yeah, Brad looking to dictate this early, but Zach's gonna take that right back and go with a wild yellow here. That's the only color we haven't seen, so that's Pandora's. Gonna be able to see what Brad has to offer here, and then thereafter what Zach's gonna do. And that might have been a mistake from Zach there, as Brad takes
I can't even blame
no
him,
hesitation.
Man. I cannot blame him, G. You really can't. If it were like a game 2, 1-0, I mean, maybe. But down 3-0 when it's been like this, send him back, man. I just don't. There's really nothing more I can do. And
and he had
goodness.
the option to that. But does Brad
What
have
the
yellow?
hell,
Brad might
Zach?
have some yellow here. No, no yellow. The +2 is the only thing he had. This is a rough outing for Brad here. We'll see
Can
what
Zach
Zach
break
does
it
now
out?
on this yellow.
Got all the
I mean,
momentum now.
he wanted the yellow before, and we're going to see a bit of a run here potentially from Zach. Yellow for now. We go to the blue, or now we go back to we go back to the blue. Actually, my mistake. And is this going to be a three card switch? Yes, it will. Right, Brad able
Break.
to cook a little bit on the blue.
A little break for him.
Blue 7. Brad able to keep it going.
Oh.
It's only Uno, but uses the +4 to go to green. Will Zach have the option covered though? We've seen it before.
Does he have another clutch moment here?
Green 2.
Yeah,
And not this time. Brad's gonna get one back. Only in 4 minutes as well.
Yeah.
Right,
Brad
wants to just go into it.
Yeah. Yeah, Brad, I mean, I can't blame you for that, Brad. I would play as aggressive as you did. Let's keep going then.
Yeah, Brad's wanting to keep the momentum going here, so I actually like this play. They just jump right back into the match. So he's looking for some quick games here to be able to swing this back, because if this is 4-2, this becomes much more doable.
I'm gonna get them. What the? Oh. Double from Brad. The crossover. Zach pushing the issue of green. Oh, but Brad with the undercut into blue. Both power plays still alive here as well. And another switch. Zach going to yellow. Oh,
Yeah,
but
able to get the rainbow there.
I didn't even realize. No, it wasn't.
Red.
Wait. Oh,
No, yeah,
it
no.
was. It
Red,
ended up
green,
being-
blue, yellow.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I'm tweaking. Anyway, let me just. And he's got the other one. There we go. A little late.
Red wild here.
Switches over.
And nothing from Zach here, so not in the best spot right now. I mean, from what it looks like, he didn't even have a single red that entire time because we went to red a few times, but Zach never really got a chance to play on that red besides once where he swapped the green. So no red for Zach. Big weakness exposed there as Brad looks to keep the ball rolling here on the reds.
Trying to pull game
Well,
6.
just
Oh
as I say that,
no! Oh,
is he able to get out of it? Oh no. I stand corrected. He did have reds, just probably no closer.
oh
Oh
my
man.
goodness! Oh,
And this has got to be frustrating for Brad because I mean he was thinking he was on a roll here and then Zach just comes out of nowhere with the +6 skip, make
oh
that
my
12.
God!
I mean the yellow +12, yellow +2 is probably the
What?
thing Zach was needing to get out of that, but that's got to be frustrating for for Brad because he's just been trying to do something with this but has not been able to get anything and. That's another bail there, and I mean, we look at it. Zach has had 11 +2s played. Brad only 5, so big swing on the +2s.
Sometimes Uno can be that way. I mean, we talk about this bot playing it more, dealing it more fair, but I mean, sometimes you're gonna have an outlier, and it just seems to be that way with Zach and the +2s. He's just been coming up clutch time after time. Yeah, Brad's had more on the +4s, but it hasn't worked as much to his advantage as the +6 differential for Zach on the +2s. And just as I said about that +4, there's another one. His 4th of the series. Sends Zach back to the OG7.
And Zach's gonna draw here on the red now. Again, the red's still really weak for Zach. Not really able to find any numbers here. And I mean, he just used a lot of the ammo that would have been on red, so kind of leaving a lot of that dry. No, that's not what I meant. Finds a quick switch though, goes into blue.
Goes
Brad
from
able to
blue and down to
respond.
the ground floor. One up this time. And the switch over. Oh, trips again. Do we have another rainbow?
No, still missing the yellow too.
Yes, we do.
Well, never mind. There it is. Second rainbow
I
of the
was
game.
manifesting, G. See, I was manifesting it. And now in yellow, let's see what happens. That's like 7 rainbows on the day, I think. I think we have
Like overall?
I think so, because we had 2 between Peter and Arya, and then we had 2 in Toasty and Knight, and I think we had 1 somewhere else. Or no, we had 1 somewhere else, and then we just had 2 in this game alone.
Kind of wild. A lot of switches we're seeing here, but we're gonna stick with the yellow right now. And wondering what Brad's gonna respond with here. And he's gonna throw down the +4 here. Saw Zach was getting low on the cards and did not want to risk it.
Now he's got the PA lead.
I think for Brad here, he wants to go as long as he can without using that power play. But it's kind of tricky grounds to walk through because Zach still has his.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've talked about it plenty tonight, talking about how conservative can you be, and I mean, someone who's got your number like this, Zach does, he had all these +2s. Like, there's such a disparity, like, you almost think you have to throw the kitchen sink at him no matter what it takes. but keeps getting it at the same time. You want to be conservative with the power play. You want to try and win with the gloves off. So you can save it, so you can shove it instead so he doesn't come up clutch in game 7. Should it get there?
Yeah, Brad, with Zach drawing on the green there, Brad putting himself in a good spot here, and again looking to avoid the Zach turnaround here, but gets a quick switch to red, and I mean Zach was not strong on red earlier, so we'll see if he has anything to say.
And both +2s have been used in red, so
No, so red continues to be a weak color for Zach.
yeah, with all the +2s being used here, the history can come in handy.
Still a few power cards left on red, but nothing in terms of a forced draw, so... Brad looking to either run this through to the end or force out anything that Zach may be trying to hold on to. And the red ends up being a way to cross paths into the blue here, so...
Yeah. He's trying to see if he can offload it. He's daring him almost. But he's still ahead.
Brad looking to make this 4-2 here. That would be big for him.
3-2.
Or not 3-2, not 4-2,
Yeah.
3-2.
Yeah, good.
Brad's hoping it is not 4-2, but...
Yeah. Or 4-1 at this point, but 4-2 even either. But we always talk about it in the league. No lead is safe unless it's a winning lead. As in 4 wins, 5 wins in a best of 9.
Or 6 if you're in the Final Four.
Yep.
So
7
5,
in the
Brad
finale
continued.
in this particular tournament, and and now Zach behind him.
That's a risky switch here.
Barry, and yeah, there he is to check. Zach must have something up his sleeve here. Where do you mean? Oh, hi, Tapir.
Here's Tapir.
Glad you can make it. Zach's doing some crazy stuff, man.
I see that. I just wanted to say, stop nap, huh?
And a good nap. No, don't
Yellow
worry. You'll get your full
9.
debut tomorrow night for
Ooh.
sure.
All
All
right.
right. Appreciate it, guys.
No problem, man.
Have a good one.
My sincere apologies. You know,
It's fine.
I had.
You're good. You're good.
Ain't your
Set and
fault, man.
everything.
Ain't your fault.
Understand.
Discord's a dummy.
Amen
was,
to that. So
Yeah.
Anyways,
just
back to the
keep
match
shooting
here.
right, you know.
Brad got close to Uno here, couldn't find it on the yellow, and now Zach's kind of trying to run it here on this yellow. So, Brad 1 card short here, and now this game has gotten much closer than I actually thought it was.
There's that. There we go. All right.
Current game's 11 minutes, so still not the longest of the match so far, but we're sort of getting there. And wow, that's probably gonna wrap things up here.
Oh man, Zach 103. Gonna wrap things up. Even what a series. I mean, it's just tough for Brad. You gotta know Zach had an answer at every turn. It's just kind of what we saw with Leah, except in a more surprising fashion. And there you go. All
Wow.
over. He's done it, and the ditto to finish. Wow.
That is a shock.
Just
That is a
wow.
shocker. I mean, the +2s were really what made the difference there. And I mean, you see, even them with Brad having 5 +4s compared to 1. I mean, the problem with that is most of the +4s that Brad was able to get just came at the wrong time. So wasn't really able to do much in terms of getting a finish. But Zach able to take advantage of what he has and is able to just run away with it. Did a much better job of controlling ammo compared to last season, and For the second match in a row, a 1 seed goes down. So
Good
wow, crazy
Lord.
stuff. I don't think anyone was expecting that. There's gonna be a lot of surprise faces that wake up in the morning after seeing these results.
Yeah, only got more plus 12s. Brad, don't. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, Brad, I think it was really just a case of you just never had an answer. You're out, man. That +2 differential was key. I mean, you had the +4s on him, but yeah, 11 +2s is much more outweighs 5 +4s, unfortunately, just by a little bit. I would ask how do you try and how to get past this and run it back for T2, but honestly, like I'd just be like, well, let's just hope that I don't get screwed like that, because that's just tough, man. Zach, how does it feel? I mean, you got that first win. I mean, it was definitely it seemed like you had an answer every time. Was it just a case of having a lot off the draw, or was there something else to it that that got you the win? And thoughts on playing either Ed or Andy, formerly Zay, in the next round? They'll be playing tomorrow night. Oh boy. Don't forget to leave quotes as well after we answer my questions. God. Changed my strategy, mainly focus on number management opposed to my old strat color management. Okay. Yeah. You definitely saw improvements, G, from Zach. I mean, he had a little bit of luck on his side, but he definitely did what he got with it. Did great with it, to be honest, all night.
Yeah, again, I was impressed with Zach's control of the ammo there. Was able to get a lot of it, but he was seen last season where you just kind of dump it all and then have nothing left for it. And this season was a little bit more, or this match was a little bit more careful with it, and was able to take advantage of the large ammo spree he was able to get. So definitely saw some improvement from Zach there, and was able to take advantage of the hand he was able to get.
Yeah, let's see what Brad says, and then we'll talk a little schedules here. Talk both divisions, having a big day tomorrow. 5 on both sides, pretty crazy. And we just saw a confirmation as well. Absolutely insane. My goodness. Yeah.
Is that now the second 1 seed
Yep,
to
second
get a
1
first
seed.
round exit?
Yep.
Wow.
Second 1 seed. I don't think I would find it very insane if Ashley made it 3. I think this is going to be it on the 1 seed upsets personally, but anything could happen in March, as Iron Eagle says.
I think the outage cursed this.
Yeah,
You know?
Outage did curse it a little, but I mean, to be fair to these guys, I mean, Outage, who knows if the outage could have affected like this, but I think the outage may have affected JT, but Leah came to play tonight, and I think that was key. I think it still would have been a close series regardless. Might have just one game the other way, but still, Leah came out to play, and Zach came out to play too. Definitely improved his stuff, but who knows what it could have been had everything gone to plan. Brad's quote, I have no idea how I could have won that series. Zach just had the answer and used what he had well, and always had the right cards at the right time. I thought I could have won, and I had good hands, especially in the later games, but Zach always had the answer. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, Zach did great tonight, so props to him. He moves on, and he'll play either Ed or Andy coming up next. As it does turn into Wednesday for me as well.
Yep.
1:02 a.m. Not quite 1 a.m. We're not playing 1 a.m. Uno. We're just wrapping up 1 a.m. Uno. Let's first talk about tomorrow. Here in D1, it's pretty much a loaded evening, and we start with Bow and Gold, 5 versus 12 in the Slytherin region at 6 o'clock, and then we are back on stream at 8 o'clock. Nom versus Goldie, and crew on that. Get back over to Yule scheduling. It is going to be KT and Brock. Brock kind of making his debut in substitution today, because all the outage crap kind of made things funky. But he'll be full game. Scheduled. His scheduled debut is tonight, and that is what it'll be. And then we got a couple non-stream games as well. Ed and Andy, as I mentioned, will be at 9, and then. At 9:30, Monkey versus Logan in the Gryffindor region, 5 versus 12. Yeah, Gryffindor officially kicking it off tomorrow as well, Mount versus Goldie. That's the first one of Gryffindor. And then we will wrap it up in Ravenclaw, now at 10:30, originally at 10. Now it's 10:30 for Tago and H. Me and Tapir will be there. Tapir is going to be making his actual commentary debut. Should be exciting. And then we also flip it over to D2. See what's going on. Me and G are going to be
very long day tomorrow.
Long day. Oversold tomorrow as well. D2. G and I will be starting with Sam versus Oka, high noon in Coco region. Sam looking to try and build platform off of what was a 500 season for him, and then Oka making came in T4, didn't get the win unfortunately. So we'll see if he can pull his first win out. And then we get a couple non-streams. At 1:30, Myhel and Jamie in the bobsled. Myhel had a good season in LCQ. Didn't quite put it together there. He comes in as a 3 seed against a newcomer and Jamie. And then 2 newcomers in the final play-in match of the round of this tournament. Lucas and Mabel fighting to play top seed White Spider. That starts at 2:15 Eastern. And then I will be with I believe I'll be with Tapir as well for that. No, I'll be with Yoshi for this one. Ami and Marcus 3:15. Ami looking to try, and it's kind of a similar situation to Sam, trying to improve on his last season performance, and Marcus another newcomer out of Germany as well. And then we skip ahead to the late evening. Daniel Voiles, Sand Titan, Cody Smart as we know him, 7 versus 10, 9 p.m. Eastern in Coco, and then we wrap it up with Dashing Region with Seedle and Yazmeister. Quickly to Yuji on the schedule. Anything you're looking forward to? Obviously, we talk about the stream games. Always nice to have the stream games in D2. Despite being sold out in D1, we have some times to hit the streams. But any other games out of that lineup that jump out at you that you're interested to take a look at?
I mean, for tomorrow, I'm being involved with the first game as a streamer, then the last game as the ref. So I'm kind of doing the tail ends of both these. But I think Myhill Jamie's interesting. Myhill looking to bounce back after just missing out on an at-large berth in the D2 Championship. Voil Sign Titan's one you got to watch out for. I know Sign Titan's been very hyped up as of late, and Voil's looking to kind of rebound after I would say definitely a disappointing 2024. So in terms of the matches to watch for, I think those two in specific, but he also got Sam Oka, which is the first of 2 stream games tomorrow. Second being Ami Marcus. That will be interesting one. That one opening the day at noon, so make sure you check that one out. That will be in about 11 hours. So
11 hours.
Hopefully have a good day of action tomorrow. But we also have some D1 games going on as well, including some streams over there.
Yeah, and that's all pretty much confined to the evening, which is how we were able to get these couple of D2 games up. Got a lot more international presence, so a lot more games pop up in the afternoon and the evening than you see in D1. So that is going to do it for our coverage tonight. We thank everybody, every single person that helped us get here from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. 13 hours of coverage. D1 has begun, and we are going to be back tomorrow with action across both divisions. We're going to be streaming here at noon and 3:15 for D2, and then 8 and 10 in the evening for D1. 11 games across both divisions. We are very excited to be back, and we are very excited to bring it all to you. So for now, for all of us here at Emory Uno, thanks to everybody. Thanks to Brad and Zach for putting on a show for us tonight. Thanks to G for helping me out through the night shift here. And shout out Abian and Nick, who refed our last couple games. And everyone else who helped us get here. 13 hours, and it'll be somewhat, a little bit, kind of, sort of easier tomorrow, I think. Anyway, I am not short. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.